Oh my gosh, I didn't know my mic was off. That's so bad. Okay. All right. What's up, man? What questions you guys got? I'm here to chart for you guys. I'm good. I'm already charting for the most part. Kind of have my plan of attack here. What I was doing was I was talking to with the mic muted. I was just talking to Spy today. Again, Spy kind of traded choppy, kind of sideways. Didn't do a whole lot of action here. Not really denoting too much of a pattern here. Just denoting that there's lower highs and higher lows. Getting to a little bit of a squeeze point here. Something I want to keep my eyes on with the market. NASDAQ, same thing. Dow, don't really trade the Dow. Bitcoin, nothing new. Holding this thing. Right. Bitcoin on the higher time frame, just holding up in that range we've been talking about too. Just holding sideways. That's it. Tight volatility, light thereof. That's a good sign. Could be accumulating for a big move. Ethereum. Okay. But what I was talking to is Tesla. I like to chart Tesla and take a look at it because if there's ever a day that the market's kind of flat, I like to see if Tesla can give me that next move, and it kind of does. You know, it kind of gives me moves in case the market's flat. It's usually not a flat stock. It's good to watch. Nvidia, right? Kind of the same case, right? Some volatility each day. Boom, rip off the open. Same thing there. All right. So what stocks you guys watching? I was quickly going to the stock screener here on FinViz, and I was taking a look. Looking at some of the top penny stocks today. A lot of these are low float. These are good ones to look at if you were trading penny stocks. Sun, EFSH, ATNM. Ooh, this one looked crazy today. Let's take a look at that. You're watching Amazon for a play to the downside. Okay. So there is that gap here on Amazon I am watching. I'm going to keep my eyes on that for now. Should probably move that gap up to here. So I am watching that gap on Amazon. Now, for a downside move, I don't know, man. It's pretty cheap. Why do you have a bearish bias on here? I'm curious. And if you do, I'm not disagreeing. I'm just curious. Do you think it's rejecting the gap? I mean, so far it is. Okay. Looks like it held kind of a little bit of a channel today. Right? Those higher highs and higher lows kind of held in that channel today, that ascending channel-ish. Okay, kind of just held up. Didn't really do a whole lot. Didn't really make its big move. I mean, you had that initial move, you know, the first hour of the day. Definitely could have took some good scalps in there. Right? But it started to base towards, you know, the common time of the day, you know, at like the first 30 minutes to an hour after the bell. Sometimes you will see certain stocks kind of establish their move for the day. This one attempted to, you know, it ripped down hard, slight rebound, and then it kind of cruised up in this channel the rest of the day. Didn't really do a whole lot. Downside, why are you looking downside though? What do you see? What do you see? The higher time frame, when I look at the daily, it tells me it's a little oversold right now. Okay, because we gapped down. We have that gap remaining there. Looks like it was an earnings response. They missed on revenue. But today we kind of just had that spinning top candle here. Not a lot of strength on there too, with that volume being low. So there is a chance that we could see upside or just even another flat day. Who knows? But looking at the markets, you know, if the market does look down for tomorrow, sure. You know, I'd buy that. See, really want to see what this results in. A little bit of the squeeze here. Bear flag. Yeah, a little bit. I mean, it's a big flag. Yeah, I mean, it's, you know, you can argue that. Sure, could be a continuation move here. Today was just kind of prepping for tomorrow. You don't really see that bear flag carry into the after hours here. So I really, pre-market's going to tell us the story, I think, for Amazon. If we open up, you know, if we opened up with a gap down, that could be a symptom of continuation with this bear flag. I've seen patterns carry into the next day. Preferably, I'd like a longer flagpole, unless you are counting the price action here on that wick, which I guess you could. Yeah, curious to see what Amazon does here. All right, this Oscar, it's just me and you, man. It's just me and you, man. All right, Oscar, it's just me and you, man. My Discord is whack. I guess they're waiting for the private live stream later. Unless you're in it. I think you're in it, Oscar. I don't know. Whatever you need, Oscar, let me know. You're a trooper, man. Nobody wants it. Jeez. Jeez. It's so bad. Okay. Let's see here. So, yeah, Amazon. We'll see what happens with that, man. Other than that, Oscar, I think since you're the only one in here, I'll probably cut it short. I thought I'd have a better turnout. Maybe this bites into people's dinner time. I'm not too sure. But just want to see how y'all were doing. I like live streams more than videos for the YouTube channel. They're just, you know, they only serve their purpose if there's more activity. And since there's lack thereof, you know, I'll do what I can. Like I said, you know, market could be looking down tomorrow. It was a little bit consolidation today. When I look at the S&P, though, again, just denoting a little bit of this triangle formation here. Just an observation, not abiding by it. Higher lows, lower highs. Sustained that most of the day. Today was really just a chop day. If you go to the daily. All right, just a small little body candle. Nothing too crazy for us today. It is what it is. We came off a big rip. Usually when you see a big rip in the markets, whether it's up or down, you typically will follow with consolidation or sell-off. So today did give us that. Tomorrow we'll probably see more of the bigger moves. There's going to be a lot of volatility this week. We have some big earnings and other catalysts. But for now, right, you can definitely see how the S&P is just struggling, you know, against that prior high. And it makes sense. You know, we've been ripping for, you know, a week and a half straight now. Almost 3 weeks. Okay. So I'd expect a little bit of a cool down period here shortly. But yeah, that's what I'm watching. Looks Gucci. Oh, there's some other goons in here now. What up? I got 15 minutes. I gotta go to a meeting. What are you guys watching? Let me know. I'll cover you. ICT. What do you want to see with ICT? What are you trying to look at? All right. Yes, sir. I gotta keep my eyes on some more stocks lately. Recently, I've been trading a lot of the S&P, but maybe should have kept my eyes on Tesla today. Looked pretty good. Did some things. It's mind-boggling how the logos work. Algos. Yeah, I guess, you know, they're there. I've been staring at the charts for years, and you know they're there. It's more mind-boggling trying to figure out what they're doing. But you always knew it was there because you see it. I mean, it's just stop loss hunting basically. And you know, how many times have you guys traded and you're like, oh, of course it ran after I sell. It's because that's the algorithms that work. So you know what's always happening. It's just harder to pinpoint it. Multiple examples here. You know, they'll just flash you out and then just make their move after. Like even right here, right? They took out some people and then they moved down. All right here, they took out some people, moved down. Took out some people, moved down. It's always at tops and bottoms typically, but you got to find the tops and bottoms, and you got to make sure that it does want to make that move further down after that top and bottom. That's just one thing you got to look out for. Pattern, maybe? I don't know. Yeah, it's pretty goony. But yeah, just taking a quick glance here. Thought I'd jump in the middle of the night, just see how things are. I'm playing with different times on the live stream, so seeing what the turnout is, and yeah, just seeing how I can provide value to the YouTube community as much as I can. And so if you find this useful, make sure you leave me a like and a follow, and make sure you are contributing, right? If you find this useful, continue to use it to your advantage, right? I can chart for you, I can do whatever, okay? Probably won't give as much of a thorough breakdown as I do with my private Discord, but if you want me to take a look at some of your stocks, again, you know, I was scanning through earlier on Finviz here, just seeing some of the top runners for the day. Typically these are low flow, micro caps, small caps. You know, Sun was a big one today, right? Getty, EFSH, ATNM, right? Some of the bigger movers today, top gainers. Right, click on here. Yeah, Sun. I mean, these are all tiny companies. I mean, micro caps. All right, Getty's pretty big. Mond, traded Mond before. Nicola's garbage. The company's trash. Let's see here. Yeah, Sun. Sun looks like a gap fill today. If you're watching on the pennies, man, you could have caught this, man. Look at this, man. Gap. Boom. Look what it did. Boom. Easy. Easy money. Easy money, man. Hard part is knowing for me to see in correlation that I'm seeing the right move, because if not, like you said, it will smack me if I get it wrong. Yeah, you just have to make sure you're charting the right thing. I see too many guys in our private Discord, they see a fair value gap and they think that means an entry, and you guys, it's not how it works. I promise you. If it was that easy, come on guys, if it were that easy, come on, man, it ain't that easy. Be real with yourself. Oh, there's a fair value gap, I'm gonna take an entry, I'm rich. Nah, you ain't gonna get no Lamborghini because someone showed you fair value gaps on a fucking stock chart, y'all. Come on, there's a lot more to it. So make sure you're doing the whole top-down analysis. I've been preaching this since day one. You do this with every damn thing that you're charting. I don't care what it is. You do a top-down analysis. You start as high as possible, right? I like to start on the weekly. I look at the weekly. I go, how are we looking? Okay. Then I look at the daily, and then I dial in. I'll go to the 1 hour, right? Sometimes the 4 hour, 15, 10, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. That's how I pretty much do it, okay? Because they all come together. But you can't just like, you can't get this small little lens and dial into the 1 minute and be like, I bet fair value gap, I'm in, go, you know? I promise you, man, you gonna get clapped. Bull on the daily PayPal. Excuse me. Okay, so yeah, when I look at PayPal here, I mean, it's getting closer to this, you know, this little channel's been holding, man. Lower lows, lower highs. So anytime we get near this vicinity, I'm looking for that bounce. And then, of course, you're going to watch these prior highs here for a little bounce. Check that out. Sorry, did I say prior highs? I meant prior lows. So, you know, just note these prior lows. Right, I still think there could be a little bit more drawdown. It just really depends on what the market wants to do. Assuming this follows the market pretty well, somewhat it does. You know, kind of flat most of the day. Had an initial rip down. Okay, so yeah, somewhat respects the market. You're looking for a bounce, though, huh? Okay. Yeah, a lot of people are bullish tomorrow. I think I charted Amazon already. Went long on Friday after they dropped from earnings. Yeah, the only thing the main thing I was denoting on Amazon was, I mean, first of all, it's oversold. It's extremely oversold. So, you know, I would think we could see some potential upside, but that doesn't mean we have to. The big thing I'm noting too is this gap here. This gap was formed post earnings. This is good. We can observe these. Now you see today how price came up, kind of struggled when it got to the gap, right? So obviously the gap was here before the day started. Price was biting into it a little bit, and then it rejected further. Now today you can probably take it with a grain of salt on Amazon because not a lot of volume today, and we had a spinning top candle to close the day, so fairly flat. If you look more intraday, you can see how we just kind of held a little bit of a channel here today. I'm not calling it a bull flag. I'm just calling it a channel. If you want to call it a bear flag. If you want to call it a bear flag, go ahead. But I think it's just an observation for now. Higher highs, higher lows. We'll see where it wants to freaking go. All right, spitting rhymes. Again, bear flag maybe. I'm just noticing the channel. We'll see what it wants to do. But you can see it's struggling, man. It's got that little ceiling right there, man. And look at it. Grab that liquidity pre-market. Sorry, at opening bell, grab some liquidity. It said, I bet, and then it sold off. All right. Boom. Look at that. Boom, 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 boom. Sold off. Colossus. What up, baby? I hit that like, man. If you don't hit that like, you can't hit no buy button or sell button, man. You wag. If you can't hit the like button on a YouTube video, come on, man. It's easy, man. Come on. Where you going in life, man? Come on, man. Show me where you going. Hit that like. Bitcoin, same thing, different day. Being patient with this one. I'm invested. Telling you, man, Bitcoin's doing something, man. I'm telling you, don't sleep on it, man. It's coming, dude. You heard it here first. 9 to 5 Trader YouTube channel, man. Ain't nobody talking about it. Now they're starting to talk about it, but I've been talking about it. It's funny because I'm starting to see more and more videos now, especially this last week here. Bitcoin's volatility's low. Does it look like big money's accumulating? What's going on with Bitcoin? Is Bitcoin going to have a moon soon? Man, I've been fucking saying this shit the last couple weeks or months, son. Get off me. I've been saying this. I've been there, dog. I've been buying down here, okay? Fuck off me. I told you Bitcoin's doing something. Not everybody's picking up on it. If you're seeing more and more headlines about it, you need to take that as a signal. You need to take that as a cue, okay? That is a symptom. That is a symptom. The headlines are coming in. They're trying to build interest, man. They're manipulating, man. They're using the media. They're like, hey, man, hey, retail, check this out, man. Bitcoin might go. That's what they're saying. So I don't know. That's me speculating entirely. But things are adding up. Dots are lining up. Let's go. Stars are aligning. I think it's going to go. Market seemed hesitant, but definitely holding the line. Yeah, definitely. If you look at the S&P, man, it's really just, you know, this red line here, prior high, floating in that vicinity here. I got the arrow denoting that region. That's kind of where we're struggling right now as we go up to that level. A little bit of drawdown today makes sense. Okay, we had a big push to close the week. You typically, like I always say on this channel, if you see a big push in the markets in one singular day, you typically follow with some selling off. Again, assuming the push was upward, you continue with, you follow through the next day with some selling off or consolidation. Okay, it's kind of just like the market kind of relieving, all right, kind of exhausting that big move. There's going to be some profit taking, things like that. So pay attention to that kind of stuff, and that's what we got today. One thing I'm denoting, a little bit of a triangle formation, not paying too much attention to it. I'm just making it an observation. Lower highs, higher lows. We're squeezing a little bit here. Let's see what happens, okay? Obviously, if we get a break out of this up or down, assuming we're respecting this pattern that could be here, it's probably going to be satisfied in the pre-market tomorrow, and then we'll have that follow through carried throughout the day upon opening bell. We'll have to just see what happens, okay? It's the most we can do. It's the most we can do. In the stock market, this kind of market, you guys got to play one day at a time. Obviously, you want to come in there and have a bias, okay? You want to have a bias. That's part of preparation, right? Proper preparation prevents poor performance. You come in here, you chart the night before and the morning of. You see if your bias maintains. It gives you a little bit of an edge potentially, okay, or predictability. And then you wait for that opening bell to go on, for the lights to turn on, baby, and you're ready to go. Obviously, always watch the 7:30 area as well, Central Time, 7:30 a.m., so an hour before opening bell. That's when you see a lot of news come out. significant news that could affect the markets for the remainder of the day, or at least the initial start of the day. So that's a good time period you want to watch, especially this week. Okay, bet, hit that like. 7 likes, 16 viewers, man. That means 9 of you are lazy, man. If you can't hit the like button on a YouTube video, how you gonna hit any button on your charts, man? How you gonna hit the buy button? How you gonna hit the sell button? How you gonna execute your stop loss? How you gonna cut your losses? How you gonna take your profits? How you gonna trim? You can't, because you can't hit the like button. You can't even do it. It's a YouTube video, man. It's a YouTube video. Do the easy stuff, man. Get into the habits, right? Clicking buttons, all right? Do what you gotta do. You guys can click. You can click the button a million times when you're playing Call of Duty, you're playing video games, playing RuneScape, all right? You can't click the button on a YouTube video, man. Come on, man. Come on, man. You want to be rich? Shit. Good luck. It's gonna take work. You can't even do the easy stuff, man. It's whack. Good luck. That's it. That's all, man. That's all I can say, man. I don't know what else to say. I like to watch crude oil futures. All right, crude oil's holding up. Looks good. All right. Again, not going to elaborate too much on a lot of this stuff. I preserve that for my private Discord. Again, if you want to join, that link's down below in the description. If you're already in it, welcome, goons. Good to see you. I will be doing a private live stream later on tonight. This is just so I can cover my YouTube followers. Okay, I got to give everybody some love. There's so much loving to go around. Anyone looking at anything new still, holding my gas. We'll take a look at gas here before we close up. Let's see here. Unless anybody else has anything. All right, top-down analysis. See that? A little something to look at. Gas looks like it's just seeing a little bit of rejection from the top side here, at least on the weekly. You know, interim, we definitely are holding them higher lows, man. It's holding up. It's holding up, man. It wants to do something, man. I feel it. I feel it, man. So right now, you know, it's chilling. It's chilling near support. You know, decent region to consider for potential entry. Nice risk to reward potential here. Obviously, you want to wait for confirmation of a bounce, and you know, obviously, smart money concepts. If you have a grasp on that, wait for confirmation of anything of liquidity grabs, or just venturing areas of liquidity or favorable locations of liquidity. Right? You know, the algorithms are going to want to chase that smart money. But from a very, very extremely high level, holding higher lows. Okay, holding higher lows over the last 38 trading days. Okay. Holding higher lows. It's maintaining, right? Patterns tend to repeat themselves, but don't always have to. So it can go on for as long as it needs to. But if you're buying your bottoms, obviously the risk reward is that much greater. Because if you are wrong here, hey, you know, I'd rather get out down here, right? You know, I'd rather buy here and get out here than buy up here and get out down here, right? Which one sounds better, right? So looks good to me. You've been looking at AMD? Cool, man. Well, I'll tell you what. I'm going to cover AMD for you tonight. Alan, just give me a quick reminder. With that, guys, I got to go. Hit that like, hit that subscribe, turn on the notification bell. I'm going to be going live more so I can get you covered, baby. Guys, if you want to join our private Discord, links down below in the description. I'll catch you in the next video, baby.